Hello, this is Inside the Press Box with Sunil Sunder Raj for the Everyday Fan Sports. Tonight, I'm happy to be speaking with Daniel Swiney, football, baseball, basketball, and track and field athlete, and soon to be freshman at Iowa Colony High School in Iowa Colony, Texas. Daniel, once again, thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to interview you. Congrats on your success, and I guess first and foremost, if you want to talk about, here, preparing, said for the 2022 season at Iowa Colony High School.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on here. Just preparing for, my first year in high school. I just been working on my craft, doing everything I can to be the best me I can be. And just personally, I feel like the coaches believe in my ability, and I believe in my ability to play at a higher level in high school. So I'm just working on my craft, being the best me I can be.
That's terrific. This is a brand new high school. I mean, the facilities are just amazing. I mean, just looking at the pictures there, weightlifting, it said, and the football field. Had to ask you, Daniel, just what your impressions have been, seeing, this school, just the electricity, the vibe that is amongst you and the rest of the team.
Yes, sir. Well, me and my teammates, we've already built a bond. Most of them I've already known for a long time because they're only one class above me. I've been introduced to new facilities like the school that I was at my last year in 8th grade, Jackie Caffey. That was the first time it's opening, and I was there. I was the graduating class, and I'm going to be one of the first classes at Iowa Colony High School. So, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's special. I mean, to be a part of that incoming, freshman class. Hey,
Sure.
let's just talk about head coach and assistant athletic director Ray Garza. Just talk about your interactions with Coach Garza, the rest of the coaching staff here, Daniel.
So Ray Garza, my coach, Coach Garza, he was initially at Shadow Creek High School where my brother is at. So we've already built a connection. And I thought before Iowa Colony was built, I thought I was going to go to Shadow Creek. So we kind of built a bond. But then we found out that Iowa Colony was coming and he became the head coach. And so during the school year, around New Year's, the coaching staff would come over to Jackie Caffey and watch us work out. And me and Coach Garza built a bond. And so we're strong right now.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Talk about again, Jackie Doucette, Caffrey Junior High School Defensive Lineman of the Year award, first team All District, and then in the through shot put, you got second in the district tournament. Talk about that transition, said from junior high school, but what you were able to accomplish there, athletically, Daniel. Just talk about that.
Yes, sir. At Jackie Caffey, I would call myself one of the few higher players, not as like a cocky type thing, but I see myself as a standout player by my work ethic and the talent. The work that I produce, I put in this work for a reason, and it produces. My hard work pays off. And so the work that I put in before 8th grade season, it paid off during 8th grade season. And so what I'm doing right now, I'm working. So all my hard work can pay off my freshman season.
That's fantastic. And just talk about there are a bunch of mitigating factors that go into a football season. You got strength and conditioning, nutrition, mental health, watching film. There's so many components that, are so, again, essential that, in terms of being successful on the field as well as off the field, Daniel, just talk about what you've been able to incorporate, besides the team practices and activities, what you've been doing, as said individually as well.
Well, me personally, outside of school workouts, every day after school workouts, Monday through Thursday, I will go to my personal trainer, Keith Mouton, speed and conditioning, working on my speed. And then, we have our last week of school workout. So after that, I'm going to be doing my D-line training in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I would do my own little workout or something. And my D-line trainer is Coach Carter with the PSQAR Trench Dogs.
Okay. I just something that popped into my head, here 8th grade, you were able to accomplished so much athletic. I'm wondering, like, it came so fast here for you. Just wondering how that means to you personally, just being able to earn those accolades, Daniel.
Man, I remember when I was playing Little League, it seemed like everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
I remember my first year in Little League, watching my brother play, me telling my dad that I wanted to play, and just dominating ever since I started playing football. Like, ever since I started playing football, I was always like one of the standout players, always did good, always stuck to my job, has been a team leader, and I look to continue that.
That's wonderful. You're, very adept, very versatile in terms of the positions that you play, because it's just not defensive lineman. I mean, reading that you can play tight end, offensive lineman, so you can change the game in many facets. Talk about that, what you bring to, the field and what you're going to do, here at Iowa Colony High School in the fall.
Well, here in Iowa Colony High School, I'm looking to play both sides of the ball, O-line and
Okay.
D-line. But right now, D-line is my main position. I will be playing O-line. In seventh grade, we're at Manville Junior High. I played D-line, O-line, tight end, and fullback. So I'm a pretty versatile person.
Yeah.
But at Iowa Colony High School, I'm looking to be interchangeable from nose guard to defensive end.
Okay, that's
Yes, sir.
terrific. The fact that you're a multi-sport athlete is just phenomenal, because the fact that year round you're in shape, you're not taking any time off. I mean, you're just grinding away. Talk about that. I mean, that's just, again, I mean, so commendable that you're able to, withstand the rigors and, have that stamina. Talk about that, Daniel.
Well, for me, sports is year round. There's literally no time off. There's either a transition from football to basketball to track and field, and I look to play baseball again in high school. And now that I'm in high school, the football season is going to be way longer. Basketball season is going to be way longer, so it's going to be year round. And then just me working on my own, like after school, if we have no sports, I would go get it on my own.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. As we know, it's just not about being an athlete; it's being a student athlete. Daniel, I'm just wondering, again, here, said entering your freshman year, in terms of, what you've been able to do up to this point, even going back to junior high school, how you were able. I mean, always talk about time management, organization, uh, just having that dedication. Just talk how you've been able to again handle that part of the equation.
Well, I feel like my parents played a big role in making time for me and organizing a lot of stuff for me. Like, they played a big role in my life. Class is no different than athletics. We treat them the same. One's not higher than the other. We both take them very seriously. I'm not just an athlete, I'm a student too. I've did pre-AP classes since elementary. Pre-AP is like learning the grade above you, where you're at right now. And so going into high school, I look to do the same thing.
That's again fabulous. So, okay, I was just wondering, when growing up, what sports you played, and I said I know you play a bunch of them now, and had to ask you, just adding to that layer, what makes the game of football so special to play for you, personally, Daniel.
Well, I played a lot of sports when I was younger, but the first sport I played was football. I played
Okay.
football, basketball. I actually ran track, and now I'm
Okay.
doing field events and track. I used to do baseball. I used to do swimming, but football was the first sport I played, and I eventually just fell in love with the game.
That's great. You talked about your parents, and again, you need a solid support system, and your parents have built that, that foundation. You talked about them both working very hard to provide for you and your brother. As you said, your brother attends Shadow Creek High School in the Pearland area. Currently has two offers from Navy and Texas A&M. Just talk about that. Having that in common with your brother in terms of football. Just talk about how great of a journey this has been so far for you.
Well, I would like to make a correction. My brother has two offers from the Navy in Prairie View A&M.
Okay.
And so, can you repeat the question again?
No, just talking about family support. You talked about your parents, just, with your brother, just being able to have that connection, especially with your brother when it comes to sports as well. I just wanted to ask you about that.
Well, me and my brother, we've always had a love for the game since we were little children, and my parents always making a way there for us to, after school, go to practice. Them getting home from work, even though they're tired, they still provide for us. Even during the summer, like right now, going to camps. This past weekend, I was at Top Gun and FU in Florida, in Naples, just working my tail off. My parents working their tail off. I have a very strong support system. Even my extended family, aunties, uncles, grandparents, cousins, everybody's here to support. So what can you lose?
Yeah, sir. That's outstanding. You talked about your hobbies, spending time with family and friends, working out, staying active. I'm just wondering, how, good that feels, especially because with, so much time that you are focused in on sports, and especially now with football season, coming up, being able to, sort of de-stress, relax your mind, because just going back to that mental health, just being able to, clear your head. Just talk about, how good that feels, just to be able to relax, just take time out, and have your own space as well, Daniel.
Well, I really take Sundays out of the week to have my own day. We are we're a Christian family, so on Sundays we go to church in the morning. When I get home, I really take that day to myself, do all my chores, listen to music. On Saturdays, I'm really with my family because that's when my parents spend their off time. And we always go outside and do something. Just, we're very family oriented.
That's wonderful. Hey, talk about, I don't want to, it said the Iowa Colony High School community, also the student body, administration, athletics. Talk about the support that you've received from them so far here.
Well, a lot of teachers that I've known from all of my years of school, I've realized that they're going to be going to Iowa Colony High School. I built a very strong bond with all of them. The Iowa Colony community is just a very loving and strong community. I've known all of them for a long time, ever since the Manville area to the Rosharon area and now to the Iowa Colony area, just bouncing around. My dad, Corey Sweeney, he's a part of the Iowa Colony High School Booster Club.
Okay.
And yes, sir.
That's great. That's great. Okay, just a couple more left, Daniel. Can't thank you for the time. I'm just wondering, when it comes to watching college football, NFL, any players you pay particular attention to, and maybe sort of follow, and say maybe take away some of their, what they do on the field in terms of tendencies, and just the way they play the game. I just was wondering about that.
Well, I actually have favorite players at different type of levels. In high school, I have my very own cousin, Theron Randall, who goes to Shadow Creek, and Zion Taylor, who goes to Shadow Creek. The college level, I have Corey Roberson, who goes to Oklahoma. And then in the NFL, I have Akeem Hicks, who plays for the Bears, and Aaron Donald.
Very nice. Yeah, that's great choices there with the NFL. Just wondering, before I said you get the final word here, your message, for younger kids, and athletes out there. I think you're in a great position, to offer, I said, the advice, because these are challenging times. I was thinking that, we're still in the midst of dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. There's social media out there. There's, you're trying to navigate, sometimes these turbulent times, and turbulent waters. Just what your message would be to the younger kids in terms of playing sports, just being able to find their passion.
Well, all I have to say is keep pushing, keep pushing. If you mess up on one thing, it is not the end of the world. If you have a goal, get to that goal. Don't let nothing stop you. Just keep going to where you're going.
Before we get the last one, I didn't want to forget this topic was in terms of, and I brought social media in, but like highlight videos, you were attending these camps, which are important because you're able to showcase your talent and skills, see what other players are doing out there. I know that, Cameron Renfro, who also is going to be a freshman at Iowa Colony High School, also was a part of that camp. So talk about, being able to tap into that, because that's important for you guys now. You have that platform, you have that opportunity for other people across the country to see what you guys can do and how you can be the best. Just talk about being able to, again, rely on that. I mean, because I think it's important, especially those highlight videos.
Well, I want to first thank my parents for even creating the time and management for me to get out there and showcase my talents.
Mhm.
Then when I'm out there, I have to rely on myself and my talents to showcase them, which I know I have.
It's great. Okay, Daniel, you get the final word here in terms of message to family, friends, classmates, teammates, going back to Jackie, Caffrey Junior High School, and now as you enter Iowa Colony High School here in the fall, what your message is for everyone there, especially the fans out there, and what to expect here, for the football team at Iowa Colony High School in that Pioneers jersey.
Well, we have a very big message to everybody. Just because we only have freshmen and sophomores, that doesn't mean anything. We're still going to make the world shake. We're still going to shock y'all, and we still going to make our way through the season.
Great. Hey, Daniel, just absolute, tremendous honor and privilege being able to interview you. Congrats on your success. And I know that, there are, bigger things, said for you to do here at Iowa Colony High School. And just looking forward to seeing what you do on the field.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.